Okay, in this video, I'm just going to do a simple PayPal deposit. I'm going to log into PayPal, and then I'm going to pull a report based on the enrichment lunches. Then I'm going to determine the amount to transfer based on that report, and then make the actual deposit to the March bank account. This is simple. We're doing it for lunches for 1 week because Neela, the person who coordinates lunches, likes to know how much she collected in for her lunches. First thing you're going to do is log into PayPal, and you'll see the dashboard PayPal gives you. And from there, we're going to go to reports up here on the top, and I just click on reports, and that will bring me to the report page. And from there, we're going to come down here to transactions. I click on transactions, and from there I go down to download history. So I just want to download all the history. Now PayPal only lets you download 1 month at a time. So if you go over a month, and I try not to go over a 30-day period of time when I do this, I think we want to have the lunch for, let's do the month. It's the weekend of the 23rd. She did lunch on the 21st to 23rd. So I only care about the 23rd, 8/27 through 9/26, so I can actually make this smaller. I can go to September. She wants that date, so I'll just do 2 weeks. So the 9th through 26th. So anyway, I pick my date range. It's a CSV file is what I want. I hit download, and it's going to immediately download the file. Well, I say immediately. Sometimes it takes a minute or two. So once it's downloaded, go to your downloads folder and open up the file. It's going to be the dhr.csv file. And there it is. This is what the file looks like. So what we're going to do is I clean it up a little bit. I take out the first few items that tell you about the information in the file, and I delete them because what I'm trying to do here is I want the top line to be the headers, and I just make them bold. And then I go through and I take out any columns I don't need. Like, okay, we have the date and time. Do we need the time? No. Do I need the time zone? I don't need those. So I delete these columns. I do need the name. I don't need the type of payment. I don't need that it's completed or the subject or the currency because it's all US dollars. So I delete these columns. We do want the gross, the fee, and the net. We don't really care about the note. PayPal from to transaction, what type, shipping address, confirmation. We don't want any of these titles, any of these things. So I take them all out of the file. Now the one I am going to want is the item ID because this tells you what the purchase or the transaction was for. So I leave that one there, but I'm going to get rid of the item ID, and everything else all the way to the right. People don't care about the balance, anything, all the way, everything else is gone. So when I'm done, I only have a few columns. So I have date, name, the gross, the fee, the net, and then the item title. So now that I have this, I'm going to highlight them all, and then I come up here to the tools menu and I hit sort. And I'm going to sort, and see, you want to make sure that your list has headers. That's why I went and made sure they were at the top of the list. And I'm going to sort by the item title. This is going to put all the transactions together for the March lunches. So I click on that. So now you can see graduation payments are together. Dallas World Aquarium is together. Here's the intent to return fee. But I don't care about any of these things. The only thing I care about right now is the lunches. So I'm going to go and get rid of everything except the lunch. So there's intent to return. There's the pre-order lunch. We already submitted that one. September 16th, tacos. We already did that one. So here's the one I want. I want lunch September 23rd. So there, right there is where the line is between the 16th and the 23rd. So I'm going to actually come over here and I'm going to hit delete. And then I'm going to come down to the end of the lunches. And you can see we're already in the Chick-fil-A here. That's for this week, but we don't care about this week. And I'm going to get rid of all those. And actually, I'm going to get rid of everything through the end of the file. So here we are, and I hit delete. So all I have now are March lunches, and I can tell you who bought what. And I'm going to spread them out. All right, so just straightening out the columns a little bit. All right. And it gives you the date. So these are all the same transactions for that day. So then I come down the bottom and I do totals. So if you know how to use Excel, you can hit the auto sum up here and it'll automatically sum everything in that column. And you hit enter. So it created a sum. And then you can do it again for this column and this column, or you can just hit copy here and paste into these two columns. And now I have three sums for each column. And then I'm going to go and format them a little bit. I'm going to make the font 18. I make it bold, and then I'm going to come over here to the dollar sign and put dollar signs in front of them, and we'll make them bigger. And now, just for fun, I usually come over here and I make this one yellow, And so my total deposit for lunch was $531.04. So we collected $557, but we paid $26 in fees, which is actually pretty good because Neela says she basically makes up her fees on water alone. So this is going to be the March deposit that I make, $531.04. So then I'll come back over here, and I'm going to go to my money, and then I'm going to go to withdraw money, and I'm going to go transfer money to your bank. That's the only way we can actually get money for March. Let's click on that, and then we wait. So 531.04, and I'm going to hit continue, and then I hit submit, and that'll send it to the bank. Poof. So now that I have that, you can see the top. Okay, so now that I have done that, I go back to my spreadsheet, and I'm going to save it. File. I'm going to do a save as, and it's currently in a CSV or text format. I'm actually going to select Excel workbook, and I start everything with today's date, 2016-09, and then another underscore, and then today's the 26th. But this report is actually not for the 26th. We did this report for Friday, which was 9/23. So I'm going to say 9/23. And then if you look in my file here, I typically name lunches. Here's what I named. These are all my files. See enrichment lunch deposit? It says, and that's all I say is enrichment lunch deposit. So that's the rest of my file name. Then I save it. Now it saved it in the folder. Here it is right here. I'm going to stick it in my folder with everything else. Now I take this and I email to Trudy. So I'll come over here and I'll go to my March email. And let's see, I want to drag the file in, enrichment lunch deposit, drag it into the, and then also Neela likes to be copied on these because that's her department. And then I hit send, poof, and that's it.